Alright, guys, I got something to say here. And, it's really starting to bother me. People seem to be under the impression that raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour will somehow fix things. Well, I'm sure I don't see it quite the way a lot of you guys see it. At least from what I understand, I don't. But let's just give this a moment's consideration. Name one 15-year-old kid. One. Just one kid who deserves to make $16 or $15 an hour at an entry-level job. And then explain to me why and how a 16-year-old kid with no experience, no clue, no knowledge, and no work ethic is worth $15 an hour. I get it. The minimum wage sucks. It's not enough money to live off of. But if you are still at a minimum wage job over the age of 18 years old, I don't understand what you're doing wrong. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm old. Okay, I'm 48 years old. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The last time I worked for minimum wage, I was 16 years old. And in 1985, I believe it was, minimum wage was $3.37 an hour. And that's what I got. I washed dishes in a restaurant. I didn't like washing dishes. I quit that job. I went to work for a guy that owned a dairy farm, and I threw hay bales for the same money. Now, I worked for that guy for weeks, maybe months, and I kept getting raises. I'd show up, I'd do the job, I'd work hard. The man would pay me more money because he liked the fact that I would do the job. Now, I'm not going to tell you I didn't complain. I won't tell you I didn't whine. I was 16 years old. Of course I whined. I complained. I bitched. I moaned. Whatever. But I worked. Now, if you are still at an entry-level pay and you've never gotten a raise, you really need to question what you're doing wrong and why you're not getting a raise. $15 an hour is not the solution. And I'll be quite honest with you. If I worked for a company for 4 or 5 years and started out at minimum wage, which I believe is $7.50 these days, and I worked my way up to $13 an hour or $14 an hour from having put in my time and learning the job, then you pass a law saying that minimum wage is now $15 an hour. Well, I've earned my way from $7.50 to 13 or 14. So now you hire some kid straight out of school and you pay him $15 an hour. I got news for you. It's not going to work for me. I'm leaving. I'm walking out the door. So now you can have a whole crew of 16-year-old clueless kids who have no idea what they're doing working for you because you're not going to get anybody with any experience and pay them the same money you're paying a 16-year-old kid. No matter how you slice it, it doesn't work. That's about all I got to say right now. Have a good one.